Welcome. Today we're diving into the world of a musical icon who redefined rap, a figure whose impact reverberates through the very foundations of modern music. Eminem, Marshall Mathers, aka Slim Shady, the name that sent shockwaves and redefined the boundaries of lyrical expression. Exploding from Detroit's tough streets, a city that breathes music and resilience, channeling hardship and raw emotion into music that resonated worldwide, transcending cultural and linguistic barriers. His rise wasn't just about talent, it was a confluence of skill, determination, and a story that needed to be told. It was about honesty, a brutal and unflinching look into the life of a man battling demons and societal expectations. Eminem's lyrics are brutally candid, a mirror reflecting the harsh realities of his upbringing and the struggles he faced. Exposing his struggles, flaws, and pain, he laid bare his vulnerabilities for the world to see, forging a connection with millions. He broke barriers as a white artist in a black-dominated genre, challenging perceptions and sparking conversations about race and authenticity. Sparking debate but also opening doors, paving the way for future generations of artists who dared to defy convention. Eminem's technical skill is legendary, a mastery of language that few can rival. Complex rhymes, rapid-fire delivery, and vivid storytelling, painting pictures with words and captivating audiences with his lyrical dexterity, set him apart, solidifying his place as one of the greatest rappers of all time. For many, he's a lyrical genius, a wordsmith who elevated rap to an art form, who pushed rap's boundaries and gave a voice to the unheard, speaking for those who felt marginalized and misunderstood. His music tackles poverty, addiction, the harsh realities of urban life, family dysfunction and fame's pressures, the isolating effects of success and the constant scrutiny of the public eye, connecting deeply with listeners who felt unseen, offering solace and understanding through his raw and honest portrayal of life. Eminem's influence extends far beyond his own tracks. His impact on music and culture is undeniable. He's inspired a generation of artists and shaped modern hip-hop, leaving an indelible mark on the landscape of contemporary music. But controversy has always followed him, a shadow lurking behind his every success. His provocative lyrics have sparked debates about the boundaries of free speech and artistic expression, igniting discussions about misogyny, homophobia, and violence, forcing society to confront uncomfortable truths about itself. These criticisms are real, but so is his impact, a complex and multifaceted legacy that defies easy categorization. Eminem forced society to confront uncomfortable truths, challenging our perceptions and forcing us to examine our own biases, and started conversations that matter, sparking dialogue and debate about important social issues. He's a complex figure, a paradox of talent and controversy, admired, criticized, but undeniably significant, a cultural force that has shaped the landscape of modern music. His artistry is about more than music. It's a form of expression that transcends boundaries. It's about challenging norms and expressing the inexpressible, giving voice to the voiceless and pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable. Eminem's story is one of struggle, triumph, and cultural transformation, a testament to the power of music to inspire, provoke, and change the world. We'll explore his journey, his controversies, and his legacy, delving into the complexities of his life and the impact of his music. What makes Eminem so unique? What is it about his music that resonates with so many people? Let's find out as we unravel the enigma that is Eminem. The story begins now. Now let's shift gears and dive into a fascinating question. How exactly does artificial intelligence hear and interpret the complex artistry of someone like Eminem? AI doesn't feel music in the way we do. Instead, it meticulously analyzes data, breaking down sound waves and patterns into quantifiable information. It examines lyrics, delivery, beats, drawing insights from interviews, and even analyzing the nuances of live performances. Using sophisticated tools like natural language processing, AI meticulously breaks down every rhyme, dissects each metaphor, and identifies overarching themes across his entire discography. It maps intricate rhyme schemes, tracks the emotional tone embedded within the music, and catalogs recurring subjects and lyrical motifs with remarkable precision. AI measures his rapping speed, analyzes pitch variations, and assesses the overall rhythm, comparing his unique style to other artists in the genre, and identifying his distinct and recognizable vocal fingerprints. It dissects the intricacies of production, examining beats, identifying samples, and cataloging instrumentation, spotting recurring patterns and identifying potential musical influences. AI also scans countless reviews, analyzes music journalism articles, and monitors online discussions to gauge overall public sentiment and assess his lasting cultural impact. This approach is fundamentally objective, stripping away subjective emotion to reveal the underlying data-driven core that defines Eminem's artistry and appeal. The result? A comprehensive, meticulously analytical portrait. A perspective that is undeniably very different from how humans subjectively experience and connect with music. So, with all of that in mind, let's delve deeper and see what the algorithms actually find when they analyze Eminem's work. So, what does AI discover in Eminem's music? First, his lyrical complexity. AI ranks him among the top for intricate rhyme schemes and dense wordplay. His rapping speed is off the charts, with algorithms pinpointing his rapid flows and clear enunciation. But it's not just speed, it's control and technique, all mapped out in the data. Thematically, AI highlights recurring subjects: childhood trauma, addiction, fame, and social critique. It tracks the evolution of these themes and the emotional tone, anger, vulnerability, frustration, across his career. AI also flags controversies, identifying spikes in negative sentiment and the songs that sparked debate. In short, the data confirms Eminem's technical mastery and the friction points that define his legacy. But music is more than just cold, hard data. It's not simply about numbers and statistics. It's about connection, the shared experience, and the bonds it creates. For many Black hip-hop fans, Eminem's place in the genre is a complex and often debated topic. His technical skill is undeniably respected, and his dedication to the craft, the hours spent honing his skills, is undeniably clear. Some appreciate his artistry and lyrical complexity. They hear echoes of Black rap legends in his style, a lineage he both acknowledges and draws from. Others feel his music doesn't always resonate culturally with the core experiences of the community. It doesn't always reflect their lived experiences, the struggles and triumphs that define their reality. There's also the lingering frustration that a white artist achieved massive commercial success in a Black art form. All this, while Black pioneers, the originators of the sound, often went unrecognized and underappreciated. Still, his rebellious energy and often controversial dark humor connect with fans across diverse backgrounds. This happens even as his provocations and boundary-pushing antics sometimes alienate segments of the audience. The Slim Shady persona, a complex and multifaceted creation, is interpreted in countless ways. It's admired by some, critiqued by others. It's laughed at or challenged and dissected with intense scrutiny. Ultimately, it's this wide spectrum of human reactions, the passionate engagement, that truly defines Eminem's cultural impact. This impact extends far beyond what any algorithm can measure or quantify. The gap between AI analysis and human experience is striking. AI can flag provocative lyrics, but it can't grasp intent, irony, or satire, things fans debate passionately. Algorithms might misinterpret absurd or humorous lines, missing the creative wordplay that listeners enjoy. AI often overlooks hip-hop's cultural context. Battling, boasting, and diss tracks are traditions, not just aggression. Black listeners bring deep cultural knowledge, understanding nuances AI can't decode. Most importantly, AI can't feel the catharsis or nostalgia fans experience. Music's emotional magic remains uniquely human. The machine sees patterns, the listener feels connection. So, what does this tell us about music, culture, and technology? AI can analyze structure and lyrics, but it can't capture the soul or spirit that makes music matter. Art is about human connection and emotion, and shared experience, things that defy quantification. Eminem's story highlights how identity and context shape our understanding of music. AI offers new insights, but true meaning comes from diverse human voices, especially those rooted in the culture. Technology is a tool, not a replacement for empathy or interpretation. As AI evolves, the dialogue between tech and humanity will shape the future of music. Let's use both, data and heart, to deepen our understanding. What a journey, exploring Eminem through both AI and human eyes. We've seen how algorithms dissect his craft, but also how real meaning comes from our lived experiences. This conversation is just beginning. How might AI interpret your favorite artist? How does that compare to your own connection? The intersection of art and technology is ever-changing, and there's so much more to explore. What should we dive into next? Your ideas and questions drive these discussions. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and stay tuned for more deep dives and discoveries. Thanks for joining. There's always more to learn, feel, and share.